Salutations, respected viewers. This is George from Ireland. Now, if you really know your geography well, you might realize that I am in Budapest, the capital of Hungary. That's the Danube River. Across the river is the Queen Elizabeth Palace. It's named after Sisi, who was the Empress of Austria and the Queen of Hungary in the late 19th century. She was wildly popular. She was assassinated by an anarchist. And anyone who dies relatively young and very suddenly is often elevated to martyr status. And that's why she's fondly remembered, more so than perhaps any other Queen of Hungary. So Hungary was an independent country for centuries, but then it became part of the Habsburg Empire. The Habsburgs are the Austrian imperial family, but Hungary became a kingdom within the Austrian Empire. So one man had the title Emperor of Austria and King of Hungary at the same time. Won't go into that too much right now. So that's a late 19th century palace across there. So I think I should talk about Hungary, well, Budapest in general. So it's a fabulous city that offers so much to the tourists in terms of palaces, art galleries, castles, theatres to go to. There's shows on in English, opera, concerts. There's an enormous cathedral, some magnificent churches, and there's the largest synagogue outside New York. There are river cruises. You can take the boat to Bratislava or indeed to Vienna. It used to be two towns. Only in the late 19th century it's become one city. Beyond the river Danube, that is Buda, and this side of the river Danube is Pest. So Budapest was the unity of the two towns to form the city of Budapest. It's got over 2 million people, so more than 20% of Hungary's population. So there are not many European countries which are so dominated by their capital city, but it's very much a city of the late 19th century, of almost the zenith of the Habsburg Empire, because prior to that the capital had been Bratislava from a time, or Pozsony as the Hungarians call it, been Esztergom back in the Middle Ages. So it's a fantastic jumping off point for day trips to Székesfehérvár, Esztergom, Pécs, Győr and other small towns in Hungary. There's fabulous cuisine. Goulash is perhaps the signature dish of Hungarian cooking, and Hungary is also well known for its wines. What else can I say? So much to offer. Easy to get around by public transport, by metro, tram, taxis. They're much better than they were. Taxis had quite a bad reputation for being run by fraudsters. They would rig the meter and present it with an exorbitant bill. Certainly my first trip here 13 years ago, that sort of thing happened to me. So yeah, highly recommended. It's a very walkable city. It's got lovely outdoor parks. It's got some Turkish baths, things like that. There's very affordable dental treatment, so it has a lot to offer. You could there's something to suit almost all tastes. All right, there are no beaches, but you can go to Lake Balaton, which is Hungary's inland sea, a lake which is something like 80 kilometers long, and it's only about 40 kilometers from here, the western end of it. So you know, you could easily spend a week in Budapest. This is my 5th visit, which is quite a vote of confidence in this magnificent city.